Tyga is finally spilling the tea on the Kardashian curse in his past relationship with Kylie Jenner, and it looks like Tyga believes that Kylie is to blame for his career going downhill. The problem is, though, you gotta understand, it's like you come if you like come from a different world. Their world is different. Tyga's relationship with Kylie Jenner was extremely controversial because Kylie was only 16 years old when they started dating. What's even more messed up is that Kylie's mom and Kris Jenner actively supported this relationship, hoping it would get Kylie the clout that she so desperately needed, and the plan worked because Kylie did get a lot of exposure thanks to Tyga. However, Tyga's career went downhill after he and Kylie broke up, and he's now opening up about falling victim to the Kardashian curse. However, fans are not feeling sorry for Tyga at all because he was a grown man messing with a teenage girl. But what exactly did Tyga say about his relationship with Kylie? Is he really blaming the Kardashian curse for his failing career? So imagine going to their world as a rapper or somebody else, or like a different, explain their world to us. I mean, that world is like, this is gossip. I don't know about you, Kylie Jenner and Tyga dating, but what's also sickening is that Tyga is now out here blaming the Kardashian curse for everything that happened to him after he and Kylie broke up, while failing to mention he was never held accountable for preying on a 14-year-old girl. That's right, you heard that right, Kylie was just 14 when she met 21-year-old Tyga at Kendall Jenner's sweet 16 birthday party. Honestly, it's hard to say whether Tyga is more disgusting for getting involved with an underage Kylie or Kylie's family for supporting this illegal relationship. Now, it's unclear when Tyga and Kylie first started hooking up. However, Tyga's ex-fiancée Blac Chyna claimed they started dating when Kylie was just 16. Tyga and you were engaged and Kylie was only 16 years old. Yes ma'am. Okay, back then Tyga and Blac Chyna were living together in the same neighborhood as the Kardashian-Jenners, and their son King Cairo used to play with Kim's daughter North. However, according to Chyna, after Tyga and Kylie hooked up at Kylie's 17th birthday party, the Kardashian-Jenners kicked her to the curb, so Tyga started dating Kylie and whatnot, and he had threw her like in her 17th birthday. Yeah, we perform Rack City. Yeah, so after that happened, that's what when of course, like the family kind of was like all right with bye girl, and kind of like threw me underneath the bus. By the time Kylie turned 17, she had already started hanging out in public with Tyga and his equally problematic industry friends such as Chris Brown and Trey Songz, and Kylie's family thought that it was perfectly normal for a teenage Kylie to hang out with all of these grown men. However, Tyga and Kylie repeatedly lied about their romance, and Tyga claimed that they were just friends. Now, as for Kylie, she first addressed rumors about her romance with Tyga in December 2014 and tweeted, "I'm not trying to become a rapper, I'm not getting married, and I'm not pregnant." However, less than 2 months later, Kylie and Tyga were spotted getting close backstage at Big Sean's House of Blues performance, and according to eyewitnesses, they left the venue together later that night. Meanwhile, several celebs publicly called out Tyga over his relationship with pilot Drake used this situation to diss Tyga onto the track 6 p.m. in New York, which featured the line, "You need to act your age and not your girl's age." And then Amber Rose also dragged Tyga for messing with Kylie during her appearance on The Breakfast Club, and she also indirectly called out Kylie's family for allowing this. "She's a baby, she needs to go to bed at 7 o'clock and then relax. He should be ashamed of himself. That's how I feel for sure. He has a beautiful woman and a baby, and left that for a 16-year-old that just turned 17 like not." But instead of protecting Kylie, the Kardashians publicly shamed Amber, saying what everyone else was thinking. Of course, Khloe had the most to say, and she even tried to shame Amber for her password as a stripper. "I was a stripper since I was 15 years old." Amber Rose told thoughts. Khloe tweeted, "Please don't worry about my sister who has a career and her together at only 17. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, but how are you gonna defend a relationship between your teenage sister and a grown man and then attack another woman for speaking facts?" And it wasn't just Khloe who supported Kylie and Tyga's relationship, but also Kylie's mom, Kris Jenner, and she even allowed Kylie to bring Tyga on family vacations. It was clear at this point that Kylie and Tyga were waiting until Kylie was old enough to come clean about their romance, and that's exactly what happened in August 2015 when Kylie turned 18 and Tyga gifted her with a Ferrari for her birthday. And shortly after Kylie turned 18, Tyga released a song called "Stimulated" and had Kylie star in the video. Now, this thing was probably one of the creepiest tracks in music history, with bars such as, "They say she's young, I should have waited, she a big dog when she stimulated." But get this, Kylie's momager Kris Jenner loved the song as soon as Kylie and Tyga went public with their romance. Kris broke her silence on the relationship and said that she totally supports them as a couple. A source close to Crystal people at the time, Kris actually supports their relationship big time. There's not much she could say since Kylie is an adult now, but why didn't Kris say anything before Kylie turned 18? Anyways, everyone involved in enabling this romance is despicable. However, knowing what we know about Kris, we can't say that we're too surprised. Kris has always been obsessed with monetizing her daughters by any means necessary, and since none of her daughters have any real talent, she allegedly encouraged them to all get into relationships with famous men and sexualize themselves from an early age. So after Kylie and Tyga went public, they dated for 2 more years on and off before calling it quits in 2017. Kylie and Tyga would often take breaks from their relationship, and each time they broke up, Kylie was linked to a different rapper or singer. Allegedly, after one of her breakups with Tyga, Kylie hooked up with R&B singer Party Next Door, and in May 2016, People magazine claimed they were spotted kissing and making out at Drake's party in Toronto, and while Kylie and Tyga later briefly reconciled, they decided to take another break in early 2017. And his days after their breakup was announced, Kylie hooked up with Travis Scott at Coachella. Kylie reportedly wasn't planning on having anything serious with Travis, however she got pregnant from a one-night stand, so Kris Jenner had to work her PR magic and started heavily promoting Kylie and Travis as a couple. While Kylie was hiding her pregnancy from the world, meanwhile the Kardashian-Jenners cut all ties with Tyga and he was effectively replaced by Travis. Now, as soon as Tyga was out of the picture, the tabloids were suddenly flooded with negative stories about him. News leaked that the Ferrari the Tiger bought Kylie for her 18th birthday was leased and not bought, and meanwhile Tyga also had to settle at $480,000 lawsuit with a former landlord for back rent. And then in October 2021, Tyga was arrested on DB charges after his ex-girlfriend Cameron Swanson shared a series of photos of herself with a black eye and claimed that she was emotionally, mentally and physically during their relationship. Now, besides that, ever since Tyga broke up with Kylie, almost all of his songs have been flops, and fans started saying that he's another victim of the Kardashian curse, and it looks like Tyga feels the same way because he recently discussed his relationship with Kylie during his appearance on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, and he suggested that being involved with Kylie almost ruined his career because he wanted to keep his mystique, while Kylie and her family were obsessed with putting everything on display. Are you happy that you're not part of that stupid joke? The Kardashian curse and all that nonsense needs to bring her back. Then I don't really want to talk about Kardashians, but I had to bring up the curse to us. I mean, that world is like it's gossip. It's like corridors, yeah, it's different. So coming from like me, I'm not a person that I don't like to be filmed all day. I don't like to put everything when I'm doing so. If you have a certain kind of mystique as an artist in their world, it may not be good for you. If you want to keep a certain mystique, you know what I'm saying. However, it looks like equally to blame for enabling their relationship. Her family should have stepped in, one fan said, but they saw a man with more clout than she had at the time and probably encouraged their relationship to boost her profile. He is disgusting. And another fan added, it's insane he got away with this with zero repercussions and her family was totally okay with it. But let's hear your thoughts on the situation. Do you think that the Kardashian curse is real? And how do you feel about Kylie's family enabling her relationship with Tyga? Comment down below and don't forget to check out this next video. Foreign.